Tune in every Tuesday at 9 p.m. for Nightcap Knowledge. Put the children to bed, get your adult beverage, and get ready. Nightcap Knowledge is rated Black and Uncensored and hosted by longtime community organizer and entertainment professionals Mr. Mack and DJ George Chuck. Real talk, real issues, real solutions. Nightcap Knowledge on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. Tune in and share.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's Tuesday. You're on Facebook. You're on Twitch. You're on YouTube. It's 9 p.m. You hear my voice. You know what time it is. It's time for Nightcap Knowledge.
Black with no chaser.
Got an awesome show planned for you tonight. Whitney Hunter-Batteast will be in the building, and we have a special guest host, Bert Blackjack Jackson of Blackjack Kennels, all the way down here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So make sure you share this live right now. It is time for Nightcap Knowledge. Put the kids to bed and get your nightcap. It is what it is, and it is real. It is always solution-oriented. We about that life. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Nightcap Knowledge. Hey, look who it is. The brothers are on the show tonight. We kicked the Sigmas off. The show. And
Mac is like, it's different. Mac is a Sigma, but I don't really say he ain't a Sigma. But Tougaloo family, we look past all that. So, hey. But I appreciate the opportunity for the ability to sit in for a minute and chop it up with you.
Hey man, look, I'm glad to have you here. As always, we're working on something. Mac's off. I don't know what Mac doing, but of course he's doing something. He's doing something. Yes, something important. So shout out to Mac and all of the folks that are on our disaster preparedness, disaster response coalition.
Representation for Mac. I got on Sigma Blue.
There you go. You got the royal blue. There it is.
A lighter shade of purple.
Say a little watered down purple, huh? So, Bert, this is your first time on Nightcap Knowledge as a guest host. Again, I appreciate you for being here. Bert and I have another show, Mixed Messages from the Doghouse, and I think it was appropriate when Mac was like, man, who can we get to come on? I got something going on. We're gonna be doing this call. We got the coalition partners and all of that. So we're like, look, let's get Bert. So in true, like jump in, jump out fashion, I thought it was befitting for you to be able to step into the shoes where Mac usually does the mental health minute. So as you get ready for that, I want to remind people that the 6th annual Mississippi Black Business Expo, the People's Marketplace, will take place Saturday, August 21st, 2021 in Jackson, Mississippi. That's 12 to 5 p.m. If you have not registered your business, if you are a Black-owned business within the state of Mississippi and you are in need of a large audience, a large group of people to put your products in front of, you need to be on the website, msblackpages.com, to make sure that you take advantage of the free listing. When you signed up, your business will be listed on Mississippi Black Pages. And also you can reserve your space today. Right now, we just had the press conference today up in Jackson. We had Trina, Sabir, Brad, and Fumi, and Artrice, all of our folks that are a part of the steering committee for the Mississippi Black Pages and the Black Business Expo. So we invite you and all of the folks out there in WW land, as Bert would say, to share this information and make sure that all of us are in the People's Marketplace on August 21st, 2021. So we appreciate you for that. And Bert, I hope you are ready to deliver the mental health minute.
Well, actually, when you mentioned it to me earlier, one thing came to my mind, and it only took a split second.
Okay.
And I think, Chuck, you'll have a little smile on your face related to this. A couple of my friends and I had lunch maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we were discussing some things related
Uh-huh.
to, and I see that smile on your face, and we were discussing some things that just life situations, people, the way you interact with people, whether it be professional, whether it be personal, whether it
Yeah.
be ships in the night. And this minute, it sounds very simple, but I think it's kind of profound related to the time in which we live. No matter how much you pour into another person
Mm-hmm.
or whatever your previous relationship may be, um, it, all relationships, if it has any longevity, will have ebbs and flows. And whatever the average of that is, you need to be okay with being able to say that I cannot make you okay with you. And I'm going to say that a little slower because it sounds a little convoluted if you say it too fast. Sometimes we pour too much into people. Sometimes we pour too much into situations of ourselves, and the relationship is not a reciprocating relationship. And it's okay to take a step back, especially in these days and times. Everybody has a lot on their plate. Your plate, and truthfully, your plate has no more food on it than mine, and your food might not be harder to eat than mine. But in all reality, you as an individual, you, Sam, you, Dave, you, Kelly, you, Bert, you, Chuck, whoever, you need to be able to have the strength and aptitude and self-care awareness to be able to take into consideration that you are not responsible for making the person who may have a problem, who may not be at their best, who may be taking things out on you. You need to have the insight to be okay with saying you are not responsible for that person's well being or that person's mental space or that person's ability to be where they need to be mentally. You are not responsible for making that person happy with themselves.
And so what I'm hearing for this, man, you need to have, like you said, the capacity to understand that you can't, no matter how much you love a person, you can't make them be happy for themselves.
Amen, Lex.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, look, I can definitely, I can get jiggy with that. But the
Amen, Lex.
thing
And I
is,
and I think, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. I'm
No, I
sorry.
was just thinking, like, you know, that's a tough thing to do. And you know, like, let's boil it down to where it's really, really small. So even when Jackson, your godson, gets mad at me, and he is, for instance, today he didn't want to get a haircut, or
Oh,
he didn't
not the
want,
haircut.
right, he didn't want to get a haircut when it was his turn to get a haircut. And once he decided to be mad about it, there was nothing I could do. I could tell him, like, hey, you know, look, it's going to, you know, you don't have to get it right now. I'll get my haircut, then you can get your haircut. But there was nothing that I could do. He had to decide on his own. I know I oversimplified that, but does that get to what you were speaking to?
Man, that is it in a nutshell. But let me let me throw some seasoning on that right quick.
Okay.
How old is Jackson?
He's 3. He's 3. A hard
It is
3.
hard three. It is terrible when that 3-year-old mentality translates into 35, 40, 45-year-old people.
Woo. Woo. All right.
All this understood need not be explained.
Hello. Golly. How many of us have some grown ass 3-year-olds out there
Hey,
as
look,
friends, or possibly in other places?
but guess what? I'm gonna go a little bit further.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the collection plate. It is terrible when that 3-year-old mentality transfers into 35, 40, 45-year-old people.
Mm.
And it's even worse. It's even worse when you give them the okay to continue to behave like that. You know how you give them the okay to behave like that is when you entertain it or you indulge, also known as, I don't know, enabling. That's the complicated.
That was the word that I was thinking. That was the word I was thinking.
But
Yeah.
it's okay, just like you do with your son at 3 and 4 years old.
Yeah.
You can handle them 35 and 40 and 45-year-olds. Put their ass in timeout. I'll talk to you later. Mute.
Straight like that.
Delete.
Delete.
And when you come back to the land of appropriate behavior,
Yeah.
we can continue to converse and interact like everything is okay. But
Well,
when I'm not responding to your social media or your texts or things like that,
yeah,
you in timeout.
yeah. When y'all out there throwing them temper tantrums on Facebook and looking for somebody to coddle you, you know, and ain't nobody responding to you, and you in virtual timeout.
That's a hint. You in timeout.
Yeah. Well, look, Bert, we appreciate that mental health minute, and want to give a shout out to all the folks that are tuned in on the Nightcap Knowledge page, as well as all of our people in the Tougaloo College Young Alumni Council group. That's a private group, so only the folks in that group can comment. But if you want your comments to show up, there's a link there, and I'll actually put it in the comments to make sure that everybody that wants to comment will have that opportunity. So I'm going to throw that into the comments right now. And we want to check in with Bert as you closed out the mental health minute. Bert, I see you have something in your cup. Do you care to share what your nightcap knowledge is? Or what are you on tonight?
I kind of feel like Wayne, the comment that went viral, what is in my cup is my business. What I'm drinking in my cup, it's not your no. Actually, those people who know far and wide, I am a connoisseur of clear liquor. And tonight I am indulging in Puffy's concoction, Summer Watermelon by Ciroc.
Very nice.
And I am chasing it with the Simply watermelon and lemonade.
Very nice. Very nice.
Subtle, springish, summerish, not too harsh. Get you in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds quite pleasant. For me this evening, I'm rolling with the 4-time Super Bowl champions, Terry Bradshaw's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Shout out to Steeler Nation.
Yeah. Shout out to the Steeler Nation. Terry Bradshaw was pretty doggone funny to me, man. So when
that dude is hilarious.
Hey, so somebody that could throw the ball like that, and even though I'm encouraging McRae to play baseball, like baseball all the way, and he's excelling at it. But I still like to watch football every now and again, even though I haven't watched real football because what they did to Cap, but that's a whole nother conversation. But this Terry Bradshaw whiskey,
49er curse, my team, the 49ers.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, it is, man. So
we'll have to talk about that later too.
Yeah, that's another one. So for all of our folks out there who have not clicked that link, it's a small link that we got in the comments. All you got to do is go to streamyard.com/Facebook, and
sipping Sprite.
Yeah, they're sipping Sprite. So we
does it have a color in it? I.e. Little Wayne.
Yeah. So
if
just
it's not clear Sprite, it's a problem.
Yeah, you got that dirty Sprite. You need to we need to help you, and there's nothing wrong with us helping you. But look, we have a very, very, very special young lady. This young lady, she's so special that when they were in school, her and at least 3 other women that were not my girlfriends had keys to my apartment. They would take my stuff, but they would always give me a great birthday cake, and they would come over, they would clean, they would cook. But now look, hey, I had no privacy. You all right over there? You all right?
I didn't know where he was going with that story.
Hey man, look, the thing that I'm setting it up, man, because look, we went to the same high school. And I think, you know, we did some recruitment, and, you know, her mother knows my family. I'm actually classmate to her older sister, and they matriculated through Tougaloo. They're now, you know, the whole crew is doing well, but she is venturing and has ventured into entrepreneurship, right? And she's got this thing going on, and this thing is starting to pop. It's starting to bubble. So let me not steal any thunder. Let me get the applause ready. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I need y'all to warm the room up, get ready, and I need y'all to give us some applause for Whitney Hunter-Batteast. Ladies and gentlemen, CEO of Pickles and Popsicles.
Okay.
And listen to
CK came in. Yeah. Okay, say hi. Now go to bed. Go to bed.
CK, what's up, buddy? Peace out, homie.
Close the door.
Man.
Put the kids to bed.
Something about a woman that can multitask.
Woohoo! Because that's all we do, okay? That's all we do. That's all we do. But hey, fellas. And yes, so you ain't had no privacy. I think all the girlfriends you did have while you were working there hated us. But that's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, man. Hey, it all worked out.
The one that was meant to be there. The one that was meant to be there is still there.
Exactly. We love her. But hey, y'all. Ooh, I'm struggling over here.
You struggling? You sleep? You supposed to be asleep by now?
Oh no. I'm usually up. These are my office hours. I'm usually up working. But today, you know, the kids know when you got something you got to do. Because they own one. They own like 12 of them, okay?
Hey, shout out to all our friends in the comments, man. All our friends in the comments right now. Ashley Moment. She said that Bert, that sweet ass drink got you choking.
Unfamiliar.
Oh, that's an inside joke. That's an inside
joke. My God.
All right. Well, yeah, shout out to the whole Tougaloo family. Whitney, thank you for being here with us tonight. And look, I know all about those late office hours, and it's something that, you know, you have to do at times when you're building a business and building your brand. So look, tell us all about Pickles and Popsicles and the Mommy Reset Box. And then I want to wait before I say the last one, because the last one seems to be very special to you and to a lot of other people out there, because hey, it is what it is, and it was something that was needed. So give us the all of everything that you can give with Pickles and Popsicle Incorporated.
So PMP was created after I quit my job at Tougaloo, and then we found out we were pregnant. And what I realized that I always had was a very strong support system. Like my village is strong, and near or far, I always had somebody to lean on, somebody to talk to. And so when I decided, well, I want to be able to be a village for other moms. And so that's how we created Pickles and Popsicles. And so we offer mommy mentorship. We offer small, like peer support, so small group. And then we're like the community plug. So all things mom and baby related. We have a ton of community partners that we work with just to get them the services that they need. And I'm just thinking, you know, people always say, oh, it takes a village to raise a kid. And I'm like, nah, it takes a village to be a mom. Like, you need to lean on people. You need to talk to people. Like, I need to be able to have these tough mommy moments out loud and have somebody work through that with me, because not every moment of motherhood is cute and it's beautiful. It's not, you know, there are beautiful moments, and yes, it can be rewarding, but let's be honest, shit's hard, okay? It's tough. It is tough, it's hard, it's frustrating, it's lonely, and I wanted to have a safe space to really have somebody support you through those moments where it's just like, listen, who gave me these kids? Don't they want them back? because I'm not enjoying this right now.
Yeah.
So that's what we are. We are.
That sounds like parenthood. That sounds like
life.
Life in general. Like, man, who gave me these responsibilities?
Right.
Who the hell told me to be grown? You know,
I don't like it here.
I know. I hate it here. 15-year-old child, and like I'm just sitting back, going back and forth with her mama and me, and I'm just looking like I can't tell who's the child and who's the adult sometimes. But hey, it is what it is.
This one right here. This 4-year-old, this 40-year-old that I have that I'm raising, he makes me pray early and often. Okay, just son. So that's what it's early and often, yes. But that's the gist of PNP. I really wanted to create a safe space to talk about those ugly moments, because if we keep aspiring to what society say motherhood is, we're never going to measure up, and we're always going to feel like we're failing. And so I am here. I cannot prepare you for like the roses and sunshine, but what I can prepare you for is the heartbreak that's going to come along with it. And it's okay. And so just giving voice to those fears and those frustrations more often than not, I feel helps a ton. Just being real about like, look, I don't know about this. Today's a hard day.
Yeah. I think it's important for us to be real with each other, because I know Bert, he refers to, certain situations as in this manner, like, I can only tell you so much until you've experienced it for yourself. So it's like, I can, mommy mentorship, I see you got that, the meetups and all of that, afterbirth aid, but the conversation hits differently after you've gone through Tougaloo. The conversation hits differently after you become a parent. So I get where you are, where you have this safe space for folks to be able to say, well, you know what? I mean, I might be in over my head. Like I can't get this baby to lat, or the diaper just shot up in my face the other day, and all of these things. It's like, we're not the parents that like you said, the internet is trying to portray. Like this, this is a beautiful picture that this, see this woman right here. She's holding her baby. She's so well put together. And then, this other lady got the toes in the hand. And like you said, there are those sweet moments, but it's some real, shitty moments at times. Literally.
Yeah. Like she just experienced while she was trying to talk off camera, getting that boy in the bed.
That part. You caught that. This don't end, okay? They don't care what you got going on. No, because it don't matter how successful you are, what you have accomplished, what kind of accolades you get. To them, you are just their mama, and they got stuff, they got needs, they got wants. They don't give a shit. They don't care.
F your podcast.
All of it, the whole thing.
F your podcast.
The whole thing. So, Whitney, talk about the three services that you got here, and then I want you to get into the boxes that you've been able to develop.
So the mommy mentorship is just a phone call with another mom, because what I experienced that my husband was great, right? He's amazing. But when we got pregnant with CK, that was the first time I was pregnant outside a place of home. And so I didn't really have anybody. And I'm just like, and I'm telling him this stuff, and I'm having these feelings that I really can't explain. And he's just trying so hard to make it better. But I did not get the relief that I needed until I talked to another mom. And so what I found is that though he's wonderful, he's as supportive as he can be, he's still a man, and he don't know. Like, y'all slow, y'all try, but it don't work. And so I always found help and solace with another mom. And so I developed the mommy mentorship, because what if, especially new moms, first time moms, if they have these things that are happening because they haven't experienced it before, they think, oh my God, something is wrong. But then when you talk to a mom, you're like, oh girl, no, that's normal. That's okay. You're like, oh, okay. It puts you at ease, right? And so that's what we did with the mommy mentorship. So you just connect with another mom, and either if you're having a hard emotional mommy moment, or you have a question like, oh, something weird is happening to my boob. Is that normal? Like, oh yeah, girl, do this, massage it out. It's fine. And so it really cuts down. Yes, and it really cuts down on the calls that they take to the doctor, because the doctor just gonna tell them, oh, it's normal, but it doesn't put them at ease. So that's why we develop the mommy mentorship. And then the mommy meetup is really just it's a vibe. Like, it's real chill, it's real cool, and you are there to support another mom or gain support if you're needing it. And so what I thought about was how we want to raise emotionally supported children, but you can't do that if you're not emotionally supported yourself. And so if you're constantly having these moments of pressure and you don't have any way to release that, and without somebody, because I can say I love my kid. CK is the most amazing child I've ever met in my life. But you know what he is? A butthole. And I don't always like him. But if I say that in public and like nobody like knows me, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you talked about that bundle of joy like that. And you'd be like, you don't live with him.
You don't live with him. You don't live with him. I already know.
That nonstop all the time. And so I created this nice little bubble where we can share those things that may not be so kosher to say in public, but it's honest and it's real, because guess what? If you can stop those feelings now, they won't fester. Because if a mom feels alone and when she's feeling like she's failing and she's hurting and she's frustrated and she doesn't have anybody to let that out on, where's she going to let it out at? On the kids.
Yeah.
And so if we create a space to cover her in that moment and not bash her, then guess what? She gets more open and she'll understand, oh, okay, it's not just me. I'm not alone in this. I don't have these feelings by myself. Oh, you go through that too, girl. I thought it was just me. Because right now I'm dealing with a preteen, and I had to call on Jesus and all of my friends who had 10, 11-year-olds. Because I'm like, I want to box her at least twice a week. Like, let's just put these gloves on, sis.
And also, I think you would agree. Parenting has cultural differences too.
Mm-hmm.
How this mother from this background versus this mother from this background, it's gonna look different.
Yeah,
right.
It's gonna look very, very different.
And so, now we service all moms, right? Of course we do. If a mom is in need, we got you. But I do, and it's on my boxes. I created this space for us because I didn't see there are larger things that are happening, and it's sure, they'll throw a black mom over in the corner to make it seem inclusive. But I'm like, I wanted us to feel what they have already. They have enough eyes on them. They got people that care about them. They don't have to worry about not coming home after giving birth. They don't have those issues. So I wanted to create this space for us.
Yeah. Yeah. And that fits with, the mission and the whole goal behind Black with No Chasers, like we creating these safe spaces. So I think it's befitting for us to be able to talk about something like this. But the mommy reset box, or boxes that you've been able to curate, you're allowing a mom to have these things to where they can kind of create their own little space within the home, right? Uh-oh, Whitney, you still there?
She's very still on purpose.
Man, look, if you're doing the mannequin challenge right now, you are killing it.
She's a winner.
Yeah, the mannequin challenge is let's see if we can take Whitney out. She's still doing it.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say, what's going on?
Oh, there you go. So did you hear any of the lead in that I did? Because it was like absolutely perfect.
You don't have to do it. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Y'all just went black, and I was like, "Where'd they go?"
So look,
I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening.
All good.
And it's storming, like it's raining.
Oh yeah. Look, we worried about a hurricane down here
Is it
too.
doing it again?
I don't know. Are you
Come
still?
on.
No, you're
Can you
moving. You're good. We can hear you, and you're good.
What is
Can you not?
happening?
Can you not hear us? We can
Okay,
still
I can
see.
hear you now. I don't know. I was saying it's raining, I think, too, outside. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we never lost any contact with you just then.
Oh, Father.
You stayed in motion.
This is so funny. This is so funny. Well, she's gone right now. But look, the mommy reset box. I'm gonna add that back to the screen while we're trying to get Whitney back. These boxes, man, I bought Shallon one. I think I bought one for Christmas, maybe. I don't know. But they got the bath salts, these butters, bath butters, or post bath butters. They got the tea, lip gloss, and different things, man. A little journal.
Just like that, she's back.
She's back. There it is.
I think something is happening outside. I'm not sure. Of course, it would be today. All right. I'm sorry. I missed. You wanted me to talk about the boxes.
Yeah. Because I feel like the boxes are like the way for moms to create their safe space or their mommy space at home. So.
Okay. So the boxes were introduced in October of last year. So during the height of the pandemic and that whole 24-hour parenting thing, I was just like, y'all here all the time? Like nobody don't go nowhere?
You ain't got nowhere to go?
Nowhere to go. And so I was struggling so bad with them just being here, like with everybody just being in the house, even Cassie. I'm like, you got to eat again? Like, y'all still here? And so I sat down with him and I told him, I was like, hey, I need a moment, some kind of way, maybe once or twice a week. I need nobody to talk to me. Don't look at me. Like, let me have my space. Okay. And he was like, okay, now how you going to do that? I was like, I don't know. But if you see me gone, just make sure the kids don't bother me. Like run interference. Like, this mommy time. And so I thought about all of the things that I use to relax. You burn a candle, you take a nice bath, you drink, well, I don't drink tea, but I drink like something warm, like coffee or something. I write, in a journal. I like to have like soft clothes on. So like a good luxurious t-shirt. And so then I thought about all of those things and I reached out to everybody that I purchased those things from. And they happen to all be Black mom businesses.
I love it.
I was like, hey, I got this box idea. Y'all want to be in? And everybody was like, yes, this is amazing. And so on the boxes, it says created and designed by Black mamas for Black mamas. And so I did not think that it would pop off the way it did. Thought there would be a gradual incline of interest. And I think like within our first 24 hours, we had did like $1,000 in sales. And then it just kept growing. And so this year alone, so from January to where we're at June, we've done about 500 boxes just this year. So not counting last year. So just this year alone, we've done about 500 boxes. And, Casio makes me really sit down and think about the economic mobility piece of it. And I don't always think about that. But me being able to drive traffic to other Black businesses was always very important to me. Yeah. And then, when everybody is struggling, me being able to not just with outside people who's like, oh, I like this, let me go to their site and order it. But me making these major purchases with them, it feels so good to say, hey, I need another, 200 bracelets, or I need this or that. And so I have been enjoying this ride. It has been a lot of work. Okay?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
But hey, look at it like this. No PPP loan for you.
No PPP loan. Not a one. Not a one. And so we're a nonprofit, which I just got my 501c3 status. So I am fully legit Donations
right.
are tax deductible, okay? Donate to us. But yeah, it's been a lot of work, and I think I was one of those people who did not have this dream of entrepreneurship, which is okay. Like, not everybody dreams of having their own thing. You know, for me, I was going to be at Tougaloo being somebody's dean. I was going to be Dean Batiste. You couldn't tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
And so to have this new vision and this new dream, and then see it flourish and thrive, I'm like, okay, guys, you are dope. Like, this is amazing. And it's been such a journey. And I have so many people and mentors that support me, who push me, you know, who just like moments when I'm just like, I don't know about this. I think I'm done. I just want to do something else. They're like, nope, you got things to do here. And so I'm super grateful for my team. I am super grateful for everyone who listens to me ramble about ideas and things that I want to do. Yeah. And I'm excited about where we're going.
So speaking of where you're going and the growth that you're experiencing, so talk to me now about the K box, because you say, like, you know, sometimes you feel like you want to, you know, just, hey, all right, I'm done, like let's move on to something else. But now you also have, you know, a box that has grown out of you know, the Mommy Reset box. So talk to me about the K box and where that idea came from, and the experience that you've had since you've brought it to the market.
So my oldest is 11, and, you know, she's prepubescent. And so we just started talking about what happens to her body during puberty, just trying to get her prepared, get her comfortable. And so when we got to the period talk, and, you know, we started going through all that things she'll need and all this other stuff. So she see me making these boxes. She said, well, Mom, you're going to make me a box when it's my time. And I was like, oh, yeah, girl, I got you. And I mentioned it to some friends, and they was like, no, you should really do this. And I was like, no. I know. They said, you should make this a box. I was like, no, I'm trying to stop making the boxes I'm making right now. And then I met these women on another call. Santi Ezel from Black Girls Rock of Mississippi, and Keltra Chandler from Fostering Faith in Starkville. And they was like, hey, I like it. This is dope. Can we be a part of it? And they gave me the initial investment to help bring it to life within weeks. Okay. And so she launched these boxes in April. So she'll actually have her own website by the end of the week. But she launched these boxes in April, and she's already done about 200. And so they are a feminine hygiene product box for girls just starting their period. So girls between 8 and 13. And they come with, we linked up with this little girl who's also 11 in New York, who sells period panties. And so she agreed to wholesale to us. Her name is Aaliyah in New York. And so in the box will be period panties. We have honey pot products. So they'll get 5 pads, 5 panty liners, and 5 individual wipes. They get a journal set. They get a book, which is also a journal called A Teen Girl's Guide to Self-Love. They get lip balm and hand sanitizer. And then there's a brochure in there, because what is always important is the education piece. And I wanted her experience with her period to be different than mine. And we don't, you know, from all of my friends that I've talked to, we didn't start taking a real deep dive into our reproductive health until we were like in college. You know, we were adults, because it's just so hush hush and nobody talks about it, even though we're all getting it. It's normal, but for whatever reason, there's this veil of shame and, you know, bless you, and embarrassment that's attached to something that naturally happens to us. And so I'm just trying to give her the tools of empowerment to say, you know what? It's my body. This is what happens. And let me tell my friends, because that's where you get your information from, your friends, and they don't know nothing. So at least she'll know in her little circle of friends that, hey, this is what happens. And, you know, hey, if one of her friends say, you know, I didn't have my period this month, but I had one last month, she'll say, well, that's not normal. You should tell your mom.
Yeah. Yeah,
And so
that's awesome.
yeah, and so it causes them to be more introspective when it comes to what's happening within their self and how to take care of their self, how to properly dispose and use like what tools are available. So that's the K box.
Man, that is amazing and dope all at the same time.
Thank you very much. And so it's been doing really, really well. One organization has just recently written a grant to include them in their curriculum. And so they'll give them out to the girls at the end of that particular session when they're talking about menstruation. And so it's been quite a journey. She had a presentation today with Canopy Group Home for girls to try to get the boxes there to their girls. And so she's excited but scared and nervous because she was just like, all these people want to talk to me and I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. So we're learning.
Man, tell Kennedy she got it, and you know, her being in this type of situation now just better prepares her for all the things that are to come in her future, because she's just being set up for success. So I love it. You got you know, all of our friends in the comments saying the boxes are everything. That's Ashley all the way over in Beham, and Allison up in the DMV area. Is Allison still in DMV?
No, she's in Atlanta now.
She's in the A now. Okay, well, Allison in the A, saying it has been amazing to watch PNP grow. So shout out to all our Tougaloo folk that are tuned in right now. We got a good number of folks over on the Nightcap Knowledge page and outstanding group.
I'm gonna need some of those boxes, Whitney.
Yes. Oh, okay. So one thing I did forget to mention is that the K Box also has an ambassadors program. So the K Box crew, and they will get their own little shopping code. For every 10 boxes that they sell, they get a monetary incentive. If they are the top earner of that particular month, they get featured on the box. So Kennedy's face is on the box. So your girls will have an opportunity to be featured on the box. You know, if they were the top seller of that month, because somebody was like, "Oh, it's like Girl Scout." And I was like, "Yeah, but we pushing self-empowerment and not cookies."
And I love it. I absolutely love it. That is great. Man, so this is outstanding. This is outstanding. Tell me about, you know, like some of the next steps or the next things that are popping for Pickles and Popsicles, the K Box, and the Mommy Reset Box.
So for PNP, we are just so this year we were granted the United Healthcare Infant and Maternal Health Grant. And so I am working to fulfill some of those things for that particular grant. Okay. We are still applying for a ton of other things, but right now I just really want to solidify our programs and make sure people are aware that we're more than just the boxes. So for me, I was a little torn about the success of the boxes because I was like, man, people love these boxes, but they don't know we got all this other cool stuff that we do and ways that we support moms. But I have to realize that the boxes have been people's introduction to us. And so I keep making those excellent. And so that way, if someone gets a box and they was like, oh, they do this other thing too, and not looking at it as a bad thing. And so we're still really pushing for more mommy mentorship. We're opening our blog back up. And so we're opening that to contributors. So if you're just someone who wants to blog, a mom expert, you know, an expert in some other mommy related field, or you know what, I just have a story that I want to share, then let us be your platform to grow. And so we're opening that up at the end of this month, so people can submit their writings to us, and they'll have a platform to work on. We're always looking for more mommy mentors who are willing to just share a phone call with the mom once or twice a week. And I feel by the end of next year, we'll be able to go back into our aftercare aid, after birth aid. And so we had probably like 5 to 7, I think it was about 7 people who had signed up to be after birth aid workers. And so they were background checked, fingerprinted, and we actually go into the home and offer support for 45 minutes to an hour of a mom just bringing home a newborn. Because they forget about us. They forget about us. You know, when you're pregnant, people call you and they make sure you're taken care of and they love you. But then when the babies come, like, oh, where's the baby? You're like, hey, I'm a person. I need things.
Right.
I need help. I need quiet. I need a shower because I probably hadn't had one today. And so we came in to offer that.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, this is all great stuff. So let me ask you this before we get ready to round everything out. How does one that is interested in being a mommy mentor or volunteering as a mommy mentor, how do they sign up for that?
So on our page, you can either DM me or you can do a very short application on the service. I think check the services page.
Okay.
Or the contact us page. To be a mommy, to be a PNP mommy, that's the application for that. And then I think maybe on the community page or the contact us page is a link for to be a mommy mentor or one of our community partners. So if you have services free or low cost, so we try to connect moms to other organizations who have free or super low cost services, because we don't charge anything to our moms for nothing. Because we nickel and dime moms for everything. And so I always want it to be free. And so if you have something that is free or low cost that you want to be able to share to our moms, then that's where you can sign up to do that.
Very good. Very good. So ladies and gentlemen, P&P, Pickles and Popsicles, connecting moms to community. If you want to join Pickles and Popsicles as a community partner, mommy mentor, or postpartum aid, just go to picklesandpopsicles.com/community and scroll down and you'll be able to get this application that you see here on the screen. So Whitney, what you got in terms of closing comments or words or anything like that? And then we're going to get into your favorite story from Tougaloo.
So I think what has been very telling during this time, it doesn't matter who's not supporting you. Sometimes we get so caught up in who's not there because we thought they were supposed to be there. It doesn't matter who's not there. Focus on the people who are there. And you realize that they're far more valuable. And so for me, I have been really, really leaning into the people who have chosen to stay, right?
Yeah.
And during this time of me building these boxes and really leaning into self-care, you know, we talk about self-care, but sometimes we have to realize it's more than just, you know, getting our nails done or getting a massage. It is really necessary. It's not selfish, it's necessary. And for moms, even more so, because sometimes we are burnt out, we are spent, and I need a moment. And so if this box helps you do that, please get a box. Get a box, have that conversation with your family like, hey, I need a moment at least once a week. I have budgeted into our family budget that I have mommy resets outside the house. So like a day or two at a hotel. I'd be like, okay, I'm gone. I gotta have my own mommy reset. And so, and it's important. It's also an important part of maternal health. You know, we're thinking about maternal health, but if I'm able to take care of myself, take care of my needs, then I am far better for my children and my family and my job and whatever else I'm doing.
Yeah, look, I agree with all of this. I absolutely. Bert, what you think, man? You said you're gonna order some boxes, man. You gonna get it for your students, or what you got?
Look, the wheels was turning. I'm hanging on every word like I'm watching a movie. First of all, I salute you and respect you, and I'm gonna have to put my money where my mouth is. So many things was popping through my mind. First of all, the women in my life. Number one, my wife. Number two, my mama. Number three, my sister. I got 7 aunties on my mama's side.
Come on now.
So, but then also I work in education, public education. And since I've been in high school, you know, they did away with home ec where they taught sex education and things like that. And as you spoke earlier, now, especially in the African-American community related to sexual health and reproductive health and things of that issue, it's become taboo. So in my mind, I'm sitting here thinking, I have some people and some resources, I might want to pitch this to them related to our federal programs director in particular, and be like, hey, this is something, an avenue. The majority of the district in which I work in looks like me.
Right.
So with that, I'm biased, and I ain't even gonna lie about it. Because we already take care of those who look like you.
Yeah.
But so I'm thinking in my mind a way to I guess package it and make sure that it gets out to the people that need it. Because in my community and the community in which I serve, it's appropriate not only from a public health standpoint related to my school district, but I'm talking about the church too, because our pastor, shout out to John H. Whitfield, very progressive, very open-minded, and very community-oriented. So, it's different facets in which we can operate with this, and I'm going to support it.
It's funny that you said that, because I had a couple of schools in JPS reach out about the boxes. So we're actually making them into bags for like emergency kits, because the boxes aren't actually ideal for the school, because if a young lady gets her period at school, she don't want to walk around with this little box. She can just get the cosmetic bag that has what she needs, and she can just toss it in her book bag. Yeah. And so I'm actually
on my mind.
See. So for the schools, we can work something out. So I'm actually meeting with the PTA at one of JPS schools about them purchasing some to have in their emergency kit, like in the nurse's office. So if it comes on at school, they got what they need.
Shout out to JPS from one of my former employers.
Outstanding. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard everything, and some of even what's to come about Pickles and Popsicles and the K box and the Mommy Reset box. So make sure we've got all of the links in the comments. Allison Brazil has been on it all evening.
He's my vice president of my board.
And there it is. Gotta love board members that actually are active and involved in the day-to-day in nonprofit organizations. So now, as we get ready to close this thing out, you got to give me your favorite moment or your favorite Tougaloo story, or anything that we celebrate, our times at Tougaloo too. So we live in the joint. We live in the young alumni group right now.
Oh, hey family, listen, it's so many, because Tougaloo is home. Okay, even though I quit my job there, it don't change the fact that I love it to death. Okay, I love it.
I quit too.
Oh, right. We in here.
I quit too. We 3 for 3.
Hey, but it wasn't. It was no, whatever.
As an employee, it was different, but as a student, it was lit, okay.
Yes. Yeah, maybe it depends on who you ask.
Midnight breakfast was always popping. It was always jam. Okay. Yeah. For us, we did a lot of house parties. We spent a lot of time off campus, thanks to you. So those were the jam. I think for me, the greatest thing I got from Tougaloo is family. And so when I say it feels like home, it's not just like, I still talk to people. I still have people that are integral parts of my life from that place. And I worked there. I went to school there. I got married there. I met my husband there. Tougaloo is everything. And so I will always have a deep, deep love / a little bit of hate relationship with Tougaloo, just because it is what it is. Like
detected. No lies detected.
If you know, okay?
Could you tell Ashley to stop giving away all the secrets?
Oh, what she saying? I can't see.
Look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw it up on the screen. Look at this.
You broke your foot off that thing, you remember?
Look, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Mama said,
look at this. Look at this.
She fell down them steps. Oh, Lord Jesus. I wasn't going to bring it up, Ashley. I was trying to hold it in, but Lord, I remember that night you fell down them steps. Whew.
Oh, right. Do tell. Right.
Well, ladies and
We have
gentlemen,
to
boys
talk
and girls,
offline
this has
about
been
that.
another episode of Nightcap Knowledge, and we appreciate y'all for checking in with us. And we're gonna get ready to head on out.
Yay!
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Look, what you think, Whitney? You like it?
This was great. I was hella nervous, but it was okay.
Yeah. Ask us still out there in the comments. I'm not time to go.
Time to go.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, tune in every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nightcap Knowledge. We're on every Tuesday, never fail. We might take a Tuesday off. We probably won't. Consistency is the key. Bert says that all the time. Bert, you want to come back?
Hey, bro, look. You almost set me up. I was going to jump off the ledge with that comment. Yes, Chuck, I would like to come back. See, you be on that bullshit, Chuck. You be on that bullshit. Yes, Chuck, if you would have me again, I would love to be back.
Hey, man, look, we would definitely like to have you back. And Ashley, we love you. Tell
we need to have Ashley on the show.
Yeah,
we need
look,
to have Ashley on the show.
Oh boy,
hey. She ain't got no sense. She got no sense.
Right.
I would
definitely good for the ratings.
So I got an idea, and we can just discuss this off air. But I have it fits into what Mississippi Move is planning to do for Tougaloo, this summer as well as going into the fall. But I don't think the young alumni. I don't know who's all in the Young Alumni Council group, but yeah, we'd have to do this like private. Yeah. Yeah, but I like the idea, man. We need to do like get the moments on. We might even set up like some type of virtual
reunion.
Yeah, virtual reunion, but it's like everybody from Chuck's apartment. We get Shane number one. Yeah, he got a baby on the way. Yeah. So get Shane number one. Get let's see if we can get Althea on. I don't know if Althea gonna do it. Let's see. Eric, you remember Eric was a Somerset resident. Eric Pilcher.
People who spent a lot of time at the apartments of there was like Crone.
Yep.
So that means you gotta have Silas.
I said Silas. CJ, he's there all the time too.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, well, look,
I don't know about Patrick Allen. I don't because
ain't nobody seen Pat.
I saw him.
Oh yeah,
really?
We're gonna leave it at that.
Right.
Okay. I think Pat's like in Cabo Wabo or something.
I don't know. Pat might be in protective service from the CIA or something.
I don't know.
Tell her what.
He's very Caucasian these days.
Yeah. Oh man, look, we already know Nadia, Stephanie. We already said that we brought them into the room already tonight. But look, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all back here next Tuesday with another installment of Nightcap Knowledge. This was, I think, episode 41. So next week, 42. And we'll be dropping our guest for next week very, very soon. So we'll see y'all soon. Peace.